taking on a team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Colorado's offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot, but nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There's nowhere for that running back to go.
Lewis wants to pass. On target to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
And the Buffaloes are on the move. That's caught. It's Williams.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Yellow Jackets offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going to the run, it's Alexander. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's King. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Pushes toward the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Gets it to him on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gives it on the option. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Lewis to throw. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run. get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Off play action. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bucks! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's King. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning it on. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Lewis wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He'll keep it himself. Fights off the defender. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Alexander. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hopkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, it's King. Quick strike complete. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying to beat him to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 4 over Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it at the 25. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Lewis wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hayden. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Let's go. Looking to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Makes the grab, it's Shaw. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Lewis to throw. The quick out. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Brings him to the open. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Red pass, it's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Toss sweep to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback.
Turning it on! Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lewis wants to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the big fella. You better be aware that stiff arm's coming. He gave him the business end of it and gets it out to the 14.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. There he goes. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's King. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up. And they spike it to stop the clock.
The ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on the play.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Scanning the field, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Moves around to clear up the vision. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Last chance coming up. Fires into the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
They had to have it. There was going to be no time left on the clock. That's the play you got to be able to execute. They do get the touchdown, so now decision time. And it sounds to me, guys, like this home field crowd wants them to go for 2 and wants them to go for the win.
He is denied, and they will not be able to take the lead. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want.